Hello, it's Ashley here from Paper and Twine, and I'm here today to do my tag for the hashtag PT Tag Club. We had 2 prompts this month because there are 31 days in January, and the prompts are light and insect. Here we go, light and insect. Quite a coincidence. In the last 2 tags that I've done, I've used insects. So I've come back to my favourite, well, not my favourite, to a Tim Holtz stamp set, which you will see in a minute has got lots of insects on it. I've gone ahead and just chosen a piece of scrap card out of my scraps box. I'm just going to bring in some paper to work on, and I'm going to do a background which is very light. And I've just got a brush and a bit of old paper as my background here. Actually, I'm going to first of all just do the thing that I like to do, swipe a bit of colour on there and spritz with some water, and we're just going to apply a little bit of colour to the background. I think I know in my head what I want to achieve. There we go, we've just got a very light touch of colour there. That's how I am interpreting, excuse me, the word light. I might just dry this with my heat tool because I don't want to dab it, because I don't want to take the colour away. Am I happy with that? And I'm going to add a little bit more now, actually, just to build up a little bit of light layering. More speckles. I am going to dab that because I don't want to put you through the pain of the heat tool. Now this is going to probably be a double-sided tag with a pocket, so I'm just adding a little bit of something on the back there. That will do for that. Okay, I'm going to just do another little dry, and there we go. Now, I've been looking through my scraps and I've found a couple of things that I think I might want to use. So I've cut this down to size already. Let me just find a blending tool. Cut this down to size already. It's some Stamperia paper. I'm going to come in with a little bit of bundled sage, which is a slightly darker green, just to go around the edge of this. This is going to make a pocket on the back, and I'm just going to do a little thumb notch in it. This is from the Forest collection. Just trying to line it up as centrally as I can. There we go. And this is the back. I'm going to do a little bit of stenciling on the back first. I've got this from Tim Holtz, Crackle TH5039. And I don't want to add lots of stenciling. I'm going to use this brush here. I don't know what colour it's got on it, some kind of green. It's just to add a little bit of interest on the back. Maybe I will just come in with a little bit more ink on here. There we go. You're not going to see a lot of this, so it doesn't really matter. Put lid on ink. Let's find glue and glue the back of this. So fairly light coloured paper. Just adding a little bit glue around the edge. I would have been perhaps better with red liner tape, but didn't bring that to my table. Hope everybody is well. Oh, I hate it when my glue doesn't come out. Is it going to come out with a spurt? No. Action is called for. I need to prod with the pokey tool. I don't know why the glue's not coming out, because I have used it not long ago. There we go, look. Sometimes I think it just gets an air bubble in it. I don't even know if I'm in shot. Just about. And you can see a sneaky peek of something that I'm going to add. This is the back, remember. So let's just make sure that lines up there. I'm really into these kind of subtle greens. I'm just going to add that in there for now. That's not going to stay there because I found this in my stash. This is from the Tim Holtz Wallflower collection, 12 by 12 paper pad. I've got a couple of these when I discovered that they weren't going to be made anymore. I'm going to make this. I don't think you can see there's lots and lots of insects on there. It's like a wall chart thing. I'm going to make this into a tag that's going to sit in this back pocket. Yes, I need to be on a mission to use all of my scraps. So that's that. Might go around the edge of this, but we'll put a little hole in it first. Like so. Put some twine through it. I think this calls for a bit of vintage silk. I'm going to take a good old length off there, and then I like to kind of double it upon itself several times so that you get lots of little layers. And then I'm going to thread this through the hole here like so. I'm going to try and thread it through the hole like so. Oh dear. Talk amongst yourselves on the back row. If you do have issues with threading, obviously you could have put this through a needle, or I could have put it through a needle. There we go, that's that. And then I pull it through like so, and I'm going to tie a knot in it. Anybody can join in this. It's an open collaboration, and every month I do a little random picker. If anybody's joined in, I make a little handmade prize. It's open internationally as well. I'm going to put just, I know, because the prompt is light, I've got a light coloured bead, and I've used a light coloured thread. I'm going to get one of these inside strands, thread my bead on, and then tie another knot so that I don't lose that bead. There we go. Shouldn't have trimmed that before I'd thread the bead on. This little pot of beads, I can't even remember where it came from, but I do really like it. There we go. So that little bead is on there, and then my little pocket should be dry now, and I can pop that in there. I'm going to have it sticking out like so. I could have afforded to make this tag a bit shorter, but never mind. We're going to work on the front now, and to echo what's on the back, I'm going to do some more stenciling. Just have a quick tidy up as we go so that you can see what's going on. I might add more on the back yet, I don't know. Let's put glue there. Now I've got this, which is also from the Forest collection, and I thought this would be quite nice to maybe fussy cut round. So I think what I might do is just speed this bit of fussy cutting up. So there we are. I have fussy cut that. I'm not going to stick it down yet, and I've kept the corner because I think I might quite like to glue that in the corner like that, but I do want to come in with the stencil and add some texture to this. I'm not going to use the darker colour, I'm going to use the lighter colour, but get some of the ink off because I just want a very faint suggestion of these crackles, and that we're leaving some light behind. And it looks like I'm not adding any colour, but when I take this away you'll see that there is some little suggestions. The next thing that I want to do is add again a little bit more texture, another layer of texture with some text. And this entomology set from Tim Holtz does have this big background stamp that has got text on it. So I'm going to dip it into my old paper or take the ink to the stamp. Sorry that I'm knocking you. Make sure it's the right way up and just stamp randomly to add some texture. Then in the background, I used the ant last time and I really liked it. In the background though, this time, I think I've never used this stamp and this looks quite nice. I'm just going to do some tone on tone. And I had thought about using bees, but I think quite a lot of people will use bees. And I just want to be a bit different and give other insects a chance. So I'm not quite sure what kind of insect this is. But I'm going to bring in the slightly darker colour now. So I've used old paper so far. This is bundled sage. And we're just going to do some stamping off. And in fact, actually, there is where I'm going to have this little bit of foliage that I've fussy cut. So I'm stamping off and rotating, changing the direction. And because it's a new stamp, I'm letting it make contact with the paper a bit more. And that, I think, is all I want to do for that. Let's put you back on the carrier sheet. Then I'm going to glue this down, I think. Before I do that, actually, I'm going to stamp what is going to be my focal image, which is this insect here. Do you know, I do wish I'd used the ant. And I'm going to do this in black, just so that it pops and it's clear that this is my focal point. And again, I don't think I've used this one before. I've used elements from this kit, lots of elements from this kit. Just make sure that that is in the place that I want it, and that this is going to be here. Nice. We can glue this down now. I did think about cutting away that little bit there, but I do want it to kind of sit nicely on the bottom of the tag, so I don't want to interfere with the cutting that I've already done. For me, I've been quite organised and done this quite early. Normally, I'm late to my own party and I'm kind of making my tag just a couple of days before the next prompt is pulled. But I'm quite early with this for me. So the next prompt will be pulled on the 10th of February, which I think is my sister-in-law's birthday. See, that goes quite nicely there, and you can see that we've got some of that insect behind the foliage as if it's flying away. What I did bring out as well, I've got my Tim Holtz clippings book, which I'm sure is no surprise to you. Let's just go around the edge of this before I go any further. Wonder how many people will have done light bulbs. I have got a couple of light bulb stamps actually. I've got a visible image one which I bought years ago, which I really like. That's that side done. I don't mind if I get any ink on my thread there. Okay, so it'd be no surprise to you that I've got my Timmy Holtz clippings book out, and I've also got my Timmy Holtz snippets ephemera. I can see a little butterfly there, which I think could be quite nice on this tag. Let's glue you down. But I'm only going to add glue to this central portion here so that the wings can fly, as it were. Pop you there. I don't need to add anything else to this side because it is quite busy. That's that side. And then here, let's have a look and see what else we can find. Oh, there's another butterfly. Oh, and that, I like that actually. Yes, that's good because it kind of matches with that. So let's just ink up a little bit around there. That could go in that space there, just to fill that empty space. I like that. And really, I don't know whether I like the orange with the green. I want to kind of keep it all similar. So let's see what else we've got on the insect front in here. So much in here. I should really, I've got that much ephemera, I should really separate it all. That would have been nice, wouldn't it? All those different moths and things. Ah, that's nice, a green one. Let's have you flying off the top there. Just distress the edge a little bit with this green. Then I think just the last thing I'm going to add, I'll do the twine off camera. The last thing I want to add is just a little Timmy Holtz clipping somewhere. Because we have been an absolute age. There we go. Maybe I'll do that off camera as well. Let's pop you back in there. You there. Got some tidying up to do. Yeah. You'll have to come back on the 10th to see if I add a Timmy Holtz clipping or not. And don't forget to comment. What do you think of my tag? And are you going to join in this month? Insects aren't everybody's cup of tea, are they? But I like them. There you go. Well, I don't like some insects. I don't like hornets and wasps. And I don't, yeah, I'll tolerate ants. But yeah, anyway, that's me. I've done enough wittering. I'll be back very soon. Take care. Bye now.